Well, this Domestic Violence Awareness Month, we are working to cast a light on a dark and sometimes truthfully overlooked truth within our community. So far this year, more than 50 people have lost their lives to domestic violence in North Carolina, one too many. That surpasses the total number of cases for all of last year.
Behind each number is a loved one, a story, a voice taken too soon. And the staggering statistic is prompting state leaders to act, bringing more help for local survivors who could be trying to get help. WCNC Charlotte's Michelle Bowden joins us with how they are seeking solutions tonight.
This is all about getting rid of the stigma and letting domestic violence survivors know there is a way out. And now the highest level of state government is involved in the fight.
The search for Allisha Watts comes to a tragic ending.
When news broke that Allisha Watts was found murdered, her boyfriend arrested, it was particularly difficult for Melody Gross to process.
When I hear stories of someone losing their life to domestic violence related homicide, I always take a pause and think about how I'm here, right? I'm here to tell my story. I'm also here to tell the stories of others, because what happens is we're silenced a lot of times. And so when I hear these stories, it takes a moment, but then it's really to get back to the work. So how can we disrupt domestic violence in our communities?
Gross says she thought about leaving her own abusive boyfriend more than 100 times.
That the first time I decided to leave, it was hard and scary. I was on crutches, I was bruised up, and it was visible. So the judge said, oh, okay, great, protective order. But I still wasn't ready to go. And so I did go back.
She actually tried 3 times before she was successful.
And then when I finally decided to leave, I felt much more empowered, because even in that little bit of time, I asked for help. Right? And so I was able to get some services that I needed.
Many of those services are things many domestic violence survivors don't know about, and Gross, along with Legal Aid of North Carolina and now the state, are all trying to change that.
We're there for them. We empower them. We understand that the statistic is that it takes about 7 times before a victim finally leaves, and we're there not to be judgmental. We're there to help them to get to their 8th time.
Kelly Carroll is an attorney with Legal Aid. She and her team members walk alongside survivors through what can be a confusing court process.
We're seeing a spike in homicides. There are an increase in calls to the police department for domestic violence related incidents. It's depressing, actually, and we can't help everybody.
Now the state wants to make sure more survivors know about the services. The Governor's Crime Commission just awarded a $500,000 grant to support survivors and spread awareness.
Yeah, I think this money is really important, because so many times survivors don't know what's available to them. And so the more awareness that we can bring, the better. When you are deciding to leave, it's really hard. First of all, it's scary. You don't know if you're going to actually make it out, right? But to have the resources that you need to take the steps, those first few days are vital.
If you need help, or if you know anyone who needs help, we've got all the information you need. It's on our website, WCNC.com. Reporting in Charlotte, Michelle Bowden, WCNC Charlotte.
And we did want to share this resource. If you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence, there is a national domestic violence hotline to call. The number is there on your screen, 800-799-SAFE. So that's 7233. You can also text that hotline by sending the word START to 88788. And that is available 24/7.